What's up guys, it's Cameron here, and didn't plan on making a video today, but I was playing around with Marketplace because I've heard a lot of people say that there's an uptick in Marketplace sales, and I've kind of noticed it a little bit, but I keep seeing it more and more, so it must, I guess my brain's telling me it must be a thing that's kind of happening, who knows. But I was sitting there wondering, like, well, one of my marketplaces kind of sucks, and it just zero sales, nothing. It's not getting any attention at all. I don't know. So much so that I haven't really even messed with it. So what I did was I was just kind of looking at Marketplace and being like, I can't remember why I even hopped on there in the first place, but I saw some recommended items in the bottom, and they weren't really like, it didn't say recommended above them. What it was, it just, it starts showing categories down the list, and it started showing me, like car, auto, accessory type stuff. So it recommended in the way of recommended, as in it just showed up on my page. Obviously, Facebook shot it in front of my eyeballs for one reason or another. They weren't like paid. So I clicked on those and I was like, okay, those are obviously drop shipping listings. I'm curious what makes them show up to me versus, why my products don't show up. Now, one, this is not talking about how you definitely need products that people want. You need products that are going to be interesting, or else Facebook's going to know not right away, but fairly quickly if your product just sucks, because most of the products we list suck. They just do, unless you're doing a very good job of refining your products time and time again, where you list 100 things and then 3 of those things sell, or however many, whatever number you want to, this is made up, folks. And then you take those 3 things, keep those, get rid of the rest, and then relist things around those things. And then now you got a new 100 things. Now maybe you got 8 things that sell. So you get rid of the rest, take those, list things around those, or niche down a little further, or different colors, whatever you want to do. So, and then all while doing that, you have to experiment and still list random new stuff. So that, we're not talking about that. I don't know why I went on that for so long. But anyway, I was looking at these, and I clicked a listing because I was like, okay, I just want to see what this guy's profile looks like, This guy must be selling these things, or else it's not popping up on my feed, You would think that the only reason I would see it is if if it's sold. And then I go to this person's seller profile, and I noticed right away he's got 4,829 ratings on his personal marketplace profile. And I'm like, whoa, that's a lot. To some of you that may not be a lot, but things in common, it also says they're on like a couple drop shipping, groups. But almost 5,000 ratings. I'm like, this person sells. Like, this person sells a lot. And then you can see things that apparently they've recently sold or whatever. I don't know if anybody's ever been able to confirm that it's recently sold or just recently listed. I don't know. But I noticed that they have this thing called seller details when you click on their seller profile. And it says the state they're from, an email, and then there's a little tag that says reseller. And then there's a little person icon that says, I am not selling on behalf of another seller. And so there's those 4, and it's under a section called seller details. I'll pop it up on the screen. And then I was like, okay, well, let me click on the listing next to it. And I did that, and I got another thing of seller details. This time that person had a full address. So it was like a full address from New York, an email that's like sales.blah@gmail.com. And then instead of reseller, theirs says importer. Okay. But they also have the I'm not selling on behalf of another seller. So that's cool. And I was like, oh, does my stuff say that? And I looked at my marketplace that wasn't doing well, and I don't even have that section. That account is verified, like it's got all the tax info put in. It's got about 30 ratings. It doesn't have as many as this. But my other profile that does sell only has like 200 ratings. Sorry, not listings. But I just was really confused because I'm like, oh, well, these guys obviously sell a lot, right? Or they used to sell a lot. Who knows if they're selling right now? But these are the things getting pushed to me, so I imagine they're selling now. And they have this seller details section when you click on their name, and I don't when you click on my name. I logged out of an account, checked mine, like incognito, and found a listing of mine. Sure enough, I don't have that at all. I only have an about section and things in common section. So then I looked at my original profile that I used to use, that I sold a lot on it still gets some sales, but I don't really tend to it very much. I just kind of fulfill orders if I get anything. And I do have the seller details thing on there. In fact, I even have an extra tab in my marketplace selling column on the left side of the screen when I go to list an item. So like underneath like seller dashboard, your listings, whatever, here's my stuff. You should be in my screen now. I have this little seller information tab, but my other account does not have this. It goes straight from insights to get help and create or commerce profile. And when you click on seller information, there's this verified seller thing in the top where I'm sure this just happened a long time ago. I mean, who knows? It's not like I went and sought after this. You know how over the years, marketplace just changes at random. You can't promise that it's ever gonna work correctly. Other accounts I still get so much hate on an old video I made about a year ago about how you can add videos to your marketplace listings. I get comments every day on that video of people cussing me out, calling me stupid, because they're like, I don't have the video option on my listings. I'm like, I never said you would. I'm just saying, like, at the time when I made the video, I thought everybody would have that, and I guess they didn't, because that was when we were learning, like, oh yeah, not everybody gets every new feature. They just like throw it out at random accounts. It's like some people still don't have tags. I've got an account that can do tags with listings, an account that can't. All my accounts can do videos. I don't know. But anyway, just that to say, one of my accounts doesn't have any of this stuff, not even this option, tag, or this tab, or when you click on my profile. So it's just weird. And I know most of this is gonna be blurred out for you, but I've got the seller verification section. And then I have all the seller information of stuff where it's like it says business address, email address, business name. So at some point it put business name in there. And business type, I must have put reseller at some point. No, I do not sell on behalf of another seller. So I have these things like those other sellers had. Now up top it says your seller information was verified. To view how we display the information we collected, please visit seller details in your commerce profile on your commerce. To learn more about seller verification, visit the help center. So I just think that's kind of weird. Now, I don't know if this is because something about you need to actually connect your marketplace to like a business thing. And that's the thing too. Something might click to me here, and I literally just started looking at this. So I'm tired. I'm coming into this kind of like without really thinking about it too hard. I might post this video and be like, oh yeah, duh. It's because of like your business profile and stuff like that. Like we already know you're supposed to link these things. I haven't looked into that far yet. I'm just letting you know in case it is something. I'd rather get it out there, but just because I've never looked in depth at these things. So because up until recently, selling has just worked without putting in too much effort. So to access certain products, Meta may ask you to verify your business. This helps protect them from accounts belong to legitimate business. Okay. Business verification helps ensure that. So this might be a matter of some accounts have that business verification and some don't. I don't think my other one ever has had to do business verifications. Even when I open shops, I never have to submit documents. I never have to verify anything, which has always been weird to me because on other accounts, I do have to submit documents. I hear you guys talking about submitting documents. Once your documents are, approved, your business is good to go. I've never had to do that on this one that doesn't sell. So it makes you wonder, like, I don't want you to ask me questions about like, well, how do you get your account? I don't know. I'm just as confused as you. I'm learning this information with you. I just think it's very interesting that there is a difference in here, and then one account sells and one doesn't. It might all be coincidental. It might not. I just think it's pretty sus. But okay. Other than that, that's basically it. I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about that because it just kind of caught me off guard. Really simple, but yeah, see if your marketplace account find a listing of yours, look at it from another point of view, not like, don't find your listing while logged into your account. Like try to see it like as if you're really seeing it, and see if you have the seller details thing and see if it says you're a reseller or not. I don't think the reseller is necessarily a bad thing because again, these accounts are selling that have that, but I think it's more of a matter of, do you have this information at all? Are you a verified seller versus not a verified seller? So, and I can't remember, maybe there's something I'm missing from back in the day. I can't remember if this has to do with how many reviews you get how much you've sold at some point, like if you sold over a certain amount of time, if you've sold for a year, like I don't know, whatever, but my other account, other than a certain number of reviews, should have hit all the criteria I can think of. So I don't know, but those of you who are interested in doing more of this, who want to learn how to dropship on Facebook Marketplace and go through all these ups and downs with us, I've got a VIP group where I release like hot selling products from all my different shops. I just kind of go in, I put all my data in there, I filter it by the top selling ones that produce the most income, and then I take like the top, sometimes it's 50, sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's whatever's just the best performance. And I post that in the group monthly. It's $10 a month right now to get that, and there's only like serious sellers in there. There's no spam, so the moment I get a whiff of anybody being like, hey, I can help you if you inbox me, I just delete them and cancel their membership immediately. So that's what that's about. Feel free to join that. I've also got my course. You can learn that. That's in the description as well. Learn how to do this faster instead of watching a bunch of free videos. But I watched a bunch of free videos to get started, so don't feel bad about watching free videos to get started. It just takes a little bit longer. So I encourage you to do whatever is best for you. Yep. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.